Hi there, I'm Mike, and what I have for you today is another Black Series news video. In case you live under a rock, don't pay attention, or you just want to hear my take on the announcements of FanFest today, let's break them down. Hasbro is now the third major toy company making Fortnite figures. Hooray! Hasbro had a pretty strong showing of Transformers, ones we knew about, some new ones, and then also that one Optimus Prime we've seen on Facebook for the last 2 years, and it cost $700. Yeah, no thanks. We got sparkly Power Rangers, a fancy Tyranno Ranger. G.I. Joe showed us more about the new Snake Eyes movie than we've ever seen, even before a trailer. I guess Baroness and Scarlet on this? Cool. Marvel Legends has a big bear and a bunch of Iron People, and they teased a HasLab, the Marvel Legends collab with it looks like Galactus, I'm guessing. I mean, it's the obvious choice for the Fantastic Four thing. And then finally, we get to Star Wars. I'm going to start off with the vintage collection. I know some of you care about this, even though I don't. For those of you who don't remember, Black Series is 6-inch scaled. The vintage collection is 3.75-inch scaled. So you don't have to ask in the comments what scale something is. So first they showed off a few re-releases or special waves or something. They called them something weird. I don't really follow this, so it didn't sound familiar to me. Anyways, there's going to be some vintage collection figures that have been out before, but they are re-releasing them. But what I'm really curious about is why they seem to come with way more accessories than the 6-inch versions of these figures do. Also, anything with a face has a digitally printed face now if it didn't before, so that's kind of neat. First, we have Hoth Luke. He's got an extra scarf head. That's pretty neat. Next, we have Endor Han. There's nothing really special about him. He's just got his bathrobe and a blaster. Next, we have Admiral Akbar, which again comes with way better accessories than the unrelated blaster the 6-inch version got. And then we have the Emperor's Royal Guard, which has an alternate helmet, alternate shoulders, a removable helmet. It's basically everything Carnor Jack should have been, but isn't. Thanks, Hasbro. They also showed off the Gaming Greats Vintage Collection line. They're all figures we've gotten in the Black Series line before, so I'm not jealous even a little bit. But it's cool for the people that collect the smaller figures. These are not GameStop exclusive, which is really, really nice. I think there's fan channel. They're definitely on Hasbro Pulse. First, we have the Heavy Battle Droid from Battlefront 2. Then the Shadow Stormtrooper from The Force Unleashed. Then the Scout Trooper from Jedi Fallen Order. And lastly, we have the Electro Staff Purge Trooper, one of my least favorite Black Series figures, but hopefully it'll be better in the 3 3/4-inch line. So, two other things in the vintage collection to kind of round this out. First, they're doing a Rogue One Blue Leader X-Wing with Antok Merrick figure. Honestly, if I collected the 3.75-inch line, this would be a no-brainer for me. The X-Wing is gorgeous, the pilot looks great. I may actually still get this as a display piece, but I'm really probably not going to because I don't collect this scale. It's going to be a Target exclusive in the US, a Toys R Us exclusive in the civilized world of Canada, which still has those, and then a fan channel exclusive in the UK. I don't know how much it goes for, I haven't seen a price for it, but I don't know, it looks pretty good. And then lastly, for the vintage collection, they're doing a fan vote to reissue an older figure. They call it voting from the vault. You can vote on social media and it will come out in 2022. And the choices are the Clone Wars, not the final season version, but I guess the other version, Ahsoka Tano. I guess the middle version of the 3 Ahsokas we've got in the Clone Wars. There was also the Old Republic Trooper. Side note, I would love to see this in the Black Series line. The Imperial Assault Tank Driver, Starkiller, another figure I'd love to see in the Black Series line as well, and Weequay, definitely another figure sorely needed in the 6-inch Black Series line. So go vote for your favorite. These are all pretty sought after with high resale value figures, so any of them is pretty much a win for collectors. Lastly, we get to the thing I care about the most, the Black Series 6-inch line. Hasbro finally showed off the figures they teased back in January. These were the Pipeline figures. First, we have General Lando. The first thing I noticed is the soft goods cape, but also it's a big cape, like a really big cape, like a too big cape. But I like the shoulder holster and the blaster's cool, so that's neat. Next, they showed off Aurra Sing. Weird that she's from the Clone Wars and not the Phantom Menace. They're practically identical in looks as far as I know, and that was her first appearance. They talked a lot about getting her antenna on her head. I mean, it's big. They say there really wasn't a way to make it smaller in that scale and have it be durable to their standards. Like, I get that, but at the same time, we have smaller antennas on Mando helmets and smaller wires and things that are easily breakable on different figures. I mean, I'm sure they break, but come on. The antenna's too big. But hey, she comes with 2 blasters and a full-on sniper rifle, which is pretty cool. Next, we get the 4th member of the Bad Batch, Tech. Now we're just missing Echo. It's weird to think we might actually get a Bad Batch Echo before we get a proper 501st Echo, but I'll take it either way. Anyways, Tech looks pretty cool, but I think his head isn't skinny enough. They actually didn't show off too many just head sculpt photos. It was mostly just the in-package versions. I think they realized that maybe the head isn't up to snuff. In the cartoon, he also wears glasses on his, unhelmeted head, and it looks like that's missing here, which is super disappointing. But the paint and deco look nice on the figure itself, and I love all the tools he comes with on his belt. Next, we have Zero, or Q90. He was voiced by Richard Ayoade, one of my, favorites from IT Crowd, or just favorites in general. I mean, getting droids are always fun. Not only is the molding and detailing on the body great, but I love the webbing and the gear on the body. Plus, he has like a Boba Fett blaster, which is pretty rad. And then lastly, we got Casca Reeves, also from The Mandalorian, to go with your Bo-Katan. I love the design and coloring on her armor. Her head sculpt looks fine, I guess. I think it suffers from having to have a helmet over it. Like, if they had just made the helmet and the head swappable, I think they could have done a better job on the detailing on the head sculpt. But since they have to put a helmet over it, it's squished a little bit, I think. But I'm always down for more Mandalorians on my shelf, so no complaints here. Well, not many complaints. I mean, there's the one. They also showed off a Black Series helmet, a new one. This is Wedge Antilles' helmet. It's very similar to Luke Skywalker's, but with some slightly different deco on it. But what's interesting to me about this is we finally get to see what A New Hope's color on it, because they matched the packaging with the Black Series figures, and it's pretty cool, I guess, that A New Hope is orange. I mean, it's not really cool. It's only cool to people like me who care about that. But that's it. Oh, wait, one more thing. That creepy animatronic snacking Grogu. That thing is weird and no one's asking for it. At least I'm not. I mean, I can't speak for everybody. But with that, let me know what your favorite announcement of the day was. Was it snacking Grogu? Mine was... I mean, it was a lot of it. It's really hard to choose. But if I had to choose one, maybe Zero? Yeah, probably Zero. Anyways, I love to read and respond to any of your comments, so let me know what your favorite was down in the comment section. I'd also love to thank my Patreon supporters who are at the Black Series level or higher. Thanks so much for doing that. It means a lot to me. If you want to see your name on this list, you can head over to my Patreon and sign up for it. And as always, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for getting this far. It really does mean a lot to me that you do this, and I'll see you next time. Bye.